Guys, sorry it took so long. I was just about to go on, and then the TV in the living room went off. So she started to protest the nap. So now she's in the bounce. I don't know how long that's going to last. I mean, she napped before when we were out running, but it wasn't for very long. Like maybe, I don't even think it was a half hour. Let's see what happens. Anyhow, because I got to go to work tonight. I'm protesting the bounce. Oh my goodness. Okay, first person here is Cinnamon. Love between me and Wes right now. Um, all right, I don't know where you are right now, but it could be a little bit of like a mixed bag. It's like, it looks like some passion comes in, or recently there may have been some passion. But then it looks like you may be upset or are not on the same page. But then after that, it looks like things get better. So I don't know where you are in that, but it could be a little bit of a rocky road right now. I think you guys are going to get past it and things are going to ultimately move forward, but it could be a little bit rocky right now. Kira, am I sick from food poisoning or something else? Oh boy, food poisoning. Well, food poisoning I think is pretty quick. Once you get rid of it, I think it goes away. Let's see, is it from the food poisoning? Well, you could be. Yeah, it could be, because you got the Six of Wands, which would be success, which would be yes. One ace, and then the Two of Wands, which is feeling prepared. So this is what I would say. If you don't get over it within 24 hours, I would see a doctor. But I believe I had food poisoning once, and it was like, it's kind of like, your body's really trying to get that out. Anyway, awful. One of the girls that I worked with told me too that she had it once from a bad piece of pork. Anyway, general. Hope you feel better. That's awful. Ugh. Anyhow, generally speaking, things are looking pretty good. You got the Wheel of Fortune, which is some good luck is coming in. You're no longer holding yourself back, which is nice. You got a Virgo coming in who could be significant, possibly paying off a bill of debt or a loan, feeling a little bit well respected or well compensated at work, and life starts to move forward pretty quickly. Stephanie, why did T want to talk today? Texting me and everything. Did he tell you he wanted to talk, or he was just texting? I got to tell you, I don't trust him. I don't trust him at all. So I would be very careful with what you say to him. Did he tell you by text he wanted to speak to you, or it was just text messages going back and forth? Yeah, I don't trust this guy. He's got the Five of Wands, which would be arguments are coming and one or both of you are walking away, but there's a lot of trouble around this situation. Somebody's feeling stabbed in the back. There's a tower moment coming. There's somebody feeling injustice. That might be you that feels like you've been treated unjustly. And then there's lack of success around this situation. I would be very careful with what you say to him. I don't trust this guy. Not after everything that's happened recently. TD, Aries energy towards me. It's good. It's the Magician, the Two of Cups, and the Ten of Pentacles, which is like feeling connected, feeling magical, and feeling abundant. Kira, general love. Things may be moving forward slow and steady, but you definitely have a new beginning on the horizon, starting a new journey. Listen to your intuition. Could be with a fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. It looks like you may be no longer holding yourself back. A new beginning starts. It could happen out of the blue, and then once things start slow and steady, at some point it kind of falls into place. It's possible there's a new relationship on the horizon for you. Yvette love. You've got, okay, this could be a couple of things. There's a new beginning happening here, but somebody either out of the blue, when you least expect it, you could meet who may be a Scorpio that it takes off really quickly and the love cup is full. Or it could be you hear from someone you didn't think that you were going to hear from, and you have a new beginning with somebody who's been around, and the relationship itself transforms. So you could have a new Scorpio coming in. If not somebody that's around you, that relationship could transform pretty quickly. Stephanie, why did he decide to unblock me? The amount of drama that's around these people is besides me, and this just adds to the drama. I wouldn't be surprised if he blocks you again. This is all like dramatic, bizarre games, and I don't think that it's healthy, and I would stay away from it. I mean, you get blocked, you're unblocked. He's talking to you, he's ignoring you. He's with this one, he's with that one. I would stay away from this guy because nothing good is going to come from this. Let's put it that way. It's already been a disaster, and it's like, I think you got to worry about yourself and not him. This just adds to all the drama that's around this situation, and I don't think it's getting any better. No, it isn't. It's like the Lovers is in reverse. The Justice is in reverse. I would be careful with him. I really would. Because he could take you right back to square one and then do this again. Like, this has become a huge game with him. I don't trust him. I just don't trust him. I would be careful with him. That's my 2 cents. You can do whatever you like, but I just don't think that he's good. I don't think anything good is going to come from this, but more drama. And he doesn't, it seems like there's other people that are involved, and there's a lot of gossip that goes around, and, you know, it's in a work environment. It's just, I would be careful with him. I got to say that. I don't trust this guy. And I used to. In the beginning, I thought that he was okay. I thought, but now I don't know what's gotten into him. He's like a different person. I would be careful. I would protect yourself for sure, because I don't trust this guy. Light Soul. Does EA see potential with me? Okay, let's see. Does EA see potential? Oh yeah, he absolutely does see potential. Moon, how will negotiation go today? Maybe a little disappointing. Could be a little disappointing. You might feel a little bit like uprooted or ungrounded. I don't think it goes great, but let me tell you, Mercury's retrograde, so you know that things, whatever happens in Mercury retrograde can undo itself when Mercury goes direct. So if it doesn't go that great, don't be upset, because it could have chance, you could have chance to fix it. Inez, what's coming towards me in love? You are no longer holding yourself back. You've got a Pisces coming in. You could have 2 Pisces coming in. Fire sign comes in, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, and a Virgo comes in. You've got opportunities. I don't think you have to make any decisions right now because I think you're going to have some choices. Kira, do I have COVID-19? I don't think you do because the Six of Wands is in reverse. But I would get a test if you think that you could. Thing is that, you know, if you go take a test, if you feel like you might have it, I would go get a test just to know for sure. But they don't give you anything. They're just going to make you quarantine. And by the time you get the results back, you might be better. That's what happened to my father. He was better before the results came back. But I would, you know, because if you have it and then you get tested for the antibodies, you at least have a couple of months before you can get it again. So at least that would be, I mean, this whole thing is crazy. It's really crazy. TD, how does he feel about the conversation we had when we met? Like, was this a conversation that you had like when you met recently, like today for lunch or last night, something like that? Okay. Actually, he feels pretty good about it. He's got the Two of Pentacles. He feels balanced. The Empress, which is love, money, abundance, fertility. He feels grounded with the Queen of Pentacles. Nine of Pentacles is grounded. He should feel good about it. Inez, what's coming towards me in Eight of Cancer in love? Well, you could have a new beginning coming up with him. Things might be slow for a while, but you could have a new beginning, or it could be the opposite way. You could have a new beginning, but then things slow down. You guys have a nice connection. There's more to come from this. You could get a commitment out of this. It just might not happen like tomorrow, or if it does happen tomorrow, it might be slow after that. There's something around it that's slow, but it's not bad. Eli, did Angel? What did Angel feel when he saw me yesterday? Felt good. He felt good. He felt Queen of Cups is like loving, kind, caring, compassionate. The Magician feels like there's possibilities and happiness. Kira, Leroy's thoughts and feelings about me currently. He's got a wish around this situation. He thinks that you're kind, compassionate, attractive, caring, stable, down to earth, intelligent. I think you're going to hear from him soon. I think he's either thinking about calling or doing something. He's going to do something. New me. Why the hell does Marcus want to come by? Oh boy. Mercury is really fucking things up. Oh boy. All right. So I don't know what your situation is with him, but it looks like he may want to come by to discuss financial issues. It also looks like he may want to come by. He's got sharp energy around him and injustice. Something about the situation makes him feel unjust, or you may feel that way after you have this conversation. But he's got the Five of Pentacles here, which means he's concerned about money. He's got the Wheel of Fortune in reverse too. A lot of people are pulling a lot of bullshit with this Mercury. So I would just be careful, you know. I don't know if he's going to give you some sort of a song and a dance, you know. I don't know if he has to give you money or if he owes you money, but he may be trying to get out of that somehow or delay it or some kind of shit. Lara, will Mariam be successful? I'm only getting 33% chance Miriam's successful. So I don't know what the question is in reference to. Is she going to be successful in life? Is she going to be successful at robbing a bank? You know, I don't know what the success is. But 33% chance is pretty low. There's regret around the situation and arguments. So I would say no. Whatever she's doing isn't going to work out in her favor. Lara, are things going to get better for me? Any advice? Listen, the one thing that we can count on is that things are always growing and changing and nothing ever stays the same. So no matter how shitty things may be right now, things will change. There is no doubt about that. The thing is, right, and I think we've all done this, you're responsible for a lot of what happens in your life. If everything was really laid out like destined, so we would like to believe, then we wouldn't have to make any choices and we wouldn't learn any lessons, because you don't learn lessons if you're, you know, if you're put in a situation where like the outcome is predestined. So if you're in a situation where you're unhappy or you're with someone who's not treating you right or somebody has done horrible things and you're still putting up with them, you're going to get more of that if you continue with it. You know, it's like how I'll always say to people, if somebody comes back, the danger is that they're going to be good for 3 minutes and then all of a sudden they're going to go back to the same original asshole that they proved to be the first time, because that's just what happens unless people have something that's life-changing. A death has changed them, a birth has changed them, some kind of a scare has changed them. Otherwise, people don't really change. People are usually who they are. And once you see that, you know, like, then you have the choice to keep this person in your life. You have the choice to stay at the job that you hate. You have the choice to live in the house that you don't want to be in, or the state, or the country, or the whatever. So a lot of these things like are our own responsibility. Like if you're with someone, say for example, that's constantly cheating on you, expecting them to change to make you happy is unrealistic. That's who they are. They're not going to change. You got two choices. You can accept them for who they are, or you can get out of it and find someone who isn't like that. Not everybody's a liar and a cheater. I'm not. So a lot of this stuff is within your control. As far as things changing and getting better, things are constantly changing. But if there's something specifically that you're unhappy about, a lot of it has to do with what's in our control. I was at miserable jobs for years because I didn't have the self-confidence to look for another job. I was afraid. There are a lot of things, a lot of people that get stuck in places, relationships, situations because they're afraid. If you're afraid, you're going to be stuck. And, you know, things still will change. I didn't quit my job, but eventually I got laid off. So, you know, same thing with, you pretty much, you know, I think eventually, if you're given enough opportunity to make the choice to get out and you don't, I think that the choice will be made for you. But it could be 5 or 10 years down the road. Do you want to give up 5 or 10 years waiting for something to change? So I think that, like, I don't know exactly what you mean here by things getting better. I would just say overall. You know, sometimes one shitty thing can make everything else look that much shittier. But a lot of things you're in control of. So think about it, you know. And I think that when I was younger too, I thought a lot of times, well, maybe if he comes back this time, things will be different. Or maybe he'll realize that he really wants to be with me. Or maybe he'll realize, you know, that I've taken good care of him. But people don't. People take things for granted. And they don't realize what they have until that person is gone. And gone. Not waiting for them to call. Not waiting for them to show up, gone. Like when they come knocking on the door and there's nobody there. So think about it, specifically what it is that you want to change, because a lot of that you're in control of. A lot of people that are in your life that might not be treating you right, you're in control of that too. You don't have to put up with that. You can, you can accept people for who they are, but they don't have to be that important to you, and you can treat them the way they treat you. See how they like that. But as far as things getting better, you've made a decision, you have choices, and incomes change. You also got a Pisces coming in who could be significant. They may help with the change. Something about them may be different. They may force you to look at things a different way. Who knows? Anyway, Kira, what can I expect next from Leroy? Coming in out of the blue, he's looking to transform the situation. This weekend. Weekend looks nice. You got passion, you got the happiness card, feeling stable and appreciated, possibly paying off, possibly letting go of regret or some sort of negativity. Could be spending time with a fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. Weekend should be nice. I was right about the way that company changed. Oh, I don't even remember. I don't remember from one thing to the next. I don't know why. That's so bizarre that that happens to me. But good. I'm glad that I was right. Sweet thing. All right. I don't see it yet. Let me do Kira. My non-biological dad, Steve, invited me to my little brother's birthday dinner. This will be my first time seeing him in years. What can I expect if I go? It's nice under Mercury retrograde when somebody comes back. What can I expect if I go? Okay, so you may feel a little bit off balance or a little uncomfortable when you first get there. Two of Pentacles is in reverse. But then by the end of it, you should be feeling a little bit more like things have changed for the better quickly. The Knight of Cups is here, which is like, this is like a loving feeling or a happy feeling. And the Ace of Pentacles, you could have a new beginning. I think that if you decide to go, you would feel good about it in the long run, regardless of exactly what goes on there. I think that, first of all, I think being included is that's always nice. It's always beneficial. And making a connection with that side of your family, I think is, it could be important at some point. You can't have too much love, right? You can't have too many people. So I think you may regret it if you don't go. So I would go. I would go, and I would try to, go in with a really great attitude, because it was nice that he invited you, especially when you hadn't heard from him in such a long time. I think it's a nice way of opening the door again. That's what I think. I know if it were me, I always feel really uncomfortable and awkward because I have a little social anxiety. Unless I'm drunk. But I think if you do feel that way, I think you get past it pretty quickly. And I think that they would appreciate it if you went. You know what I mean? Like, I think that they would feel like they'd be happy that you made the effort. And you don't have to stay the whole time. You can make a nice appearance and head out if you need to. Sweet thing. Things seem to be turning around for me and Kenneth. What do you see for us for the rest of the year? Okay, good. Rest of the year, it does look good for you. It's like you've got a new beginning. You guys are connected. Listen to your intuition. Somebody from your past here has returned. I'm assuming that's him. Things change for the better. I think it's nice. I took a test and it came back negative. My symptoms are getting worse. I would take another one just for your own sanity. My father took NyQuil. That's what he thinks killed it. I heard something the other day about vitamin D and zinc. Who the hell knows? But this whole thing is very bizarre. My brother's neighbors, I think they were the neighbors. I don't know who they were. They were somebody that goes to school with the kids. One kid had symptoms. So they sent him home from school. That kid, the whole family had to get tested. That kid came back negative, but a miscellaneous sibling that had no symptoms came back positive, and the whole family had a quarantine for 2 weeks. So the kid that was sick didn't have it. The kid that had it wasn't sick, and the whole family was locked in the house for 2 weeks. I don't know, this whole thing is crazy. And then nobody else got it. So I don't know, I guess maybe if you're not symptomatic, you don't spread it the way. I thought that was the whole thing though, that they wanted to keep people locked down because you didn't know you had it, you could have it and you could spread it. But the other people in that family didn't get it. I don't know, this whole thing is nuts. I just want it to go away. I really do want it to go away. T-Vet, what to expect from the Virgo coming in? Okay, the Virgo may be a little bit indecisive. They may feel a little bit unprepared when they first show up. But inevitably, the sun comes out and you have good luck around the situation and things move forward. So when this person comes in, they could be some kind of like, come in almost like maybe like a friend, or you're not, neither one of you are really sure how you feel about the situation, but there's plenty of opportunity for things to move forward in due time. It doesn't happen right away. The Page of Wands is here. You guys could be doing like adventurous things together. This person may be a different type of person than you normally hang out with. It looks like they introduce you to either adventurous things or things that are from out of the ordinary. And you do like them. You make it to the top of the mountain with this person, but they just might be, they may be a little bit, you know, and you might, the two of you may be a little indecisive about how you feel when you first meet. But I think inevitably they're a lot of fun. A little bit of adventure. Vartika, guidance messages for me right now. Spirit messages. The Star, Archangel Jophiel. Happy times, make positive, optimistic, long-term plans. You're on the right path. The Ace of Air, brilliant new ideas and inspiration, seeing the truth in the situation, a challenging beginning. The Page of Water, intuitive, sensitive, artistic, and friendly. A new person enters your life. A relationship begins a new phase. Heightened psychic abilities. I like the Star, Archangel Jophiel. Put a wish out into the universe. Ashmitsa, when will the communication pick up with RJ again? Maybe within the next 2 weeks. Kira, had a call off of work today because I'm so sick. Does my boss believe me, or are they thinking of firing me? You know what? First of all, I can't fire you if you're sick. And you've been to the doctor, so there you go. But I really think that these days, people would rather you stay home than come in if you're sick. My sister-in-law she was choking on water, like it went down the wrong pipe. So somebody complained to HR that she was coughing. So they threw her out. They made her go take a COVID test. And they wouldn't let her come back to work until it came back negative, which was like a week later. She said that she didn't really care though because it was over the summer and she had the time. But what if you don't have the time? You know, like you got to be careful that you don't choke on water because you get thrown out. No, I think that they would rather you stay home, look Four Swords, take care of yourself. Nobody wants to take a chance these days of having a sick person come in, you know, because it's too dangerous. Like, why risk it? Like, well, they could survive for 1 day or 2 days or whatever it is. You know, get clearance first. New me. What's the energy between Marcus and Nicole? The energy between the two of them right now is pretty good. Two of Cups and the Lovers. So they would be feeling pretty connected right now. And pretty well balanced. Lara, will Marianne be successful career-wise? Okay, let's see. For the most part, she's got two things to watch out for. Make sure that she doesn't hold herself back, and she's got to listen to her intuition, and success comes in. TD, general for the rest of the week. Okay, for the rest of the week, it looks like you got some adventure coming in here, which is nice. You may be feeling like well prepared for excitement, and there looks like there's some excitement coming in. Page of Swords, it could happen out of the blue, or you could hear from somebody out of the blue that you haven't seen or spoken to in quite some time. Seven of Cups, you're going to have some options. Intuition is heightened this weekend, so listen to your intuition. If something doesn't sit right with you, you're probably right. Something's not right. Yeah, a lot of people take advantage. One of my friends, her father used to say, you know what you know about people, and it's okay to keep them in your life, but you know what you know about them. And you know, you might have one or two really good friends, and the rest of the people, you just keep them at arm's length. Lara, what does the Pisces want? Okay, what's the Pisces looking for? He may be making a decision to move things forward. He's feeling a little weak right now, but his intentions may be, this is the love card. I don't know what your relationship is with him right now. He may be kind of like he can't get out of his own way, but I think inevitably he wants things to move forward. Kira, how does my non-bio Dadsky feel about me? What made him invite me after all these years? I don't think that he ever stopped thinking about you, and I don't think he ever stopped looking at you like you were his daughter. I mean, I can't imagine living with a child or raising a child for, even if it wasn't that long, even if it was only a couple of years, and then not still seeing that person as my child. So I don't think that ever stopped. He's got happiness, okay, the Two of Cups, the Sun, and the Lover's card here. So this here is like, there's been happiness around the situation, or he's always felt good about you. He's always felt connected to you. He may have felt like he didn't want to put you in the middle. I don't know what the situation was with him and your mom, but maybe he felt like, you know, sometimes people feel like, I don't want to put the kid in the middle, because that happens all the time. More often than not, the kids feel like they're in the middle. I don't think he ever stopped caring about you, and I do think that he wants to, like, I think he wants to include you with the siblings. I don't know how many siblings you have, but even if it's just that little brother, it's, you know, I think that's important. Like, I think it's important. Maybe not right now because you guys are young, but like when you're old, like when you're old and you're adults and you're like, and things are, there's not that many people around. It's nice to know that you have a brother, and it's nice to be able to have a relationship with that person and their family and their kids. Like, you can't have too much love. There's never too many people. Like my neighbors, my brother's John, and my neighbor's John, and his wife always jokes, oh, like to Avery, oh, Uncle John, and he's like, oh, don't say that because she has an Uncle John, and I'm like, so what? You can't have too many Uncle Johns. You can't have too many, Aunt Carolyn's. It's fine. I would rather have her be surrounded by so many people that love her than have no one. And blood, but so what? If it's blood, if it's not blood, who cares? Who cares? So I think that these things, as you get older, he may be realizing that too, but I think he always felt very positive about you. And he always looked at you. I also think too, it's hard not to see the little girl. It's hard not to see the little child. No matter how old you get. So I'm glad you were invited, and I hope you go, and I hope that you can establish a relationship with those people, because why not? Why not? They may not be perfect. Steve might not be perfect, but, like I used to say, okay, so I had a group of friends that they invited me sometimes they didn't, and I never got upset about it. I felt like, well, they invite me. If I go, I'll go. And if I can't go, I won't. And if they don't invite me, I don't care. But it's nice to be invited. Anyway, I think that it's positive. I do think it's positive. Social anxiety sucks. And I don't know where it comes from. Cinnamon, what is his issue with me? I don't think he appreciates you. I think that's the problem. I hate to say that. There's some sharp energy here. I almost feel like, it's going to sound crazy, but like he almost resents the fact that you care about him so much. I don't know if he's had a lot of people in his life that didn't care about him, or that he felt like he had to work hard for their love. But yeah, I think his problem is you care so much about him. You know what? I pull your energy back a little bit. Let's see what happens. I know people are very bizarre. I think you care so much for him, or that like he almost doesn't care enough about himself. Beautiful one. What to expect with the Cancer coming up? You can have choices around this situation. You're also you might be feeling a little bit uprooted, or you may feel like things are not so stable, but then the Judgment card shows up, which means in due time, things should kind of work themselves out. So I don't know if maybe this person comes in and they're sporadic, or they don't always do what they say they're going to do, but at some point it should stabilize, or you should at least be able to make the decision how you want things to move forward, because you have the Seven of Cups, which means you're going to have choices. I know they may be a little bit unstable. Jay, how's the Capricorn feel about me right now? How's the Capricorn feeling right now? Capricorn feels that you're intelligent, peaceful, serene, hardworking, very hardworking, intelligent, stable, grounded, down-to-earth, intelligent, attractive. Kira, why hasn't Leroy contacted me? Really? Oh, he definitely will. He definitely will. Why hasn't he yet? He may be a little bit lazy, and he also may be, like, the laziness may be coming in from fear. It may be a combination of, if I make the call, I may have to live up to the promises that I make if I make the phone call. And he may just be being a little bit lazy right now. You're going to hear from him. There's no doubt about that. Yeah, I think he fights with himself over it too. Yeah, like if I make the call, if I make a promise, I'm going to have to live up to it. And I'm not sure if I can live up to be the person that I need to be. But he reaches out. So I think that he knows that, a lot of this is his fault and that he can control it or he can fix it. It's just like he's a little lazy about it. The Eight of Pentacles is in reverse. But he's definitely going to reach out. General for tomorrow. You could have a new love interest. Maybe a Capricorn. And they could be grounded and stable, and you may be prepared. Even if you're not up to seeing them in person, you know, you just may be talking on the phone or something like that. You also have laying down the law, setting up boundaries. A little bit of sharp energy, but it's good. It's not in a bad way. It's like, I need to do what I need to do for myself. I think it's positive. But there could be a new interest that you may be speaking to tomorrow. Maybe of some kind of significance in the future. Lara, are they still talking bad about me? I don't think so. No, I don't think so. Tabitha, will it be in my favor in the courtroom on Monday? Will it be in my favor in the courtroom on Monday? Okay, let's see. Yes, it will be. Lara, reading on tomorrow. Tomorrow should not be a bad day. I'm moving on to greener pastures. You got a little bit of adventure coming in. You have the Empress, love, money, abundance, fertility. You may hear from somebody you haven't seen or spoken to in quite some time. That person could be a Cancer. Feeling some relief tomorrow. Like you've made it to the top of the mountain and you can finally exhale. Kira, will Leroy contact me by the end of this weekend? I'm not convinced. No, I don't think so. I don't think that soon. Jay, what's the Capricorn hoping for regarding me? I think that she's hoping to connect with you here on a romantic level. She may be feeling burdened by the situation, though. I don't know if she's feeling a little negative. Capricorn can be a little negative sometimes. Tara, how the response of my new business page do on social media? How will the response of my new business page do on social media? Okay, a couple of things. So, okay, you got the Three of Pentacles, which is good for stability, feeling grounded, and for bringing clients in that are stable and long-term. World is at your feet. But it does look like the Sun is in reverse, which means there's a delay when it comes to happiness. And the Six of Pentacles is in reverse, which would be a delay around feeling like you're getting the respect or the notice that you need. So maybe a little bit slow for a while. It might not do that great in the beginning. It may take some time to get off the ground. Kira, general for next week. General for next week. General for next week. Okay, you got a couple of things. First of all, you have the Ace of Pentacles, which could be a new beginning regarding almost anything. But you also have the Ace of Cups, which would be a new love beginning. Intuition is heightened, so listen to your intuition. You got a Capricorn coming in. Judgment, being at the right place at the right time, and you have money coming in. Two of Swords, you might have a decision that you need to make. Kayla. Would it be a good decision to buy my car by the end of the year? Okay, would it be a good decision to buy my car at the end of the year? Yeah, I don't think it would be a bad idea. I think it would be a good idea to buy a car before the end of the year. Love, what will be the next moves towards me? Oh, did she fall asleep in the thing? I bet she fell asleep in the bouncy thing. Let me just go check. She fell asleep. That's all right. If I move her, she'll wake up. Okay, what will be the next moves? What will be B's next moves towards me? He looks a little slow and stagnant. I don't know if you can expect too much from him for a while. He's got weakness around him. He feels burdened. He's coming in as argumentative. Seven of Cups is in reverse. He feels like he doesn't have much of a choice. I don't think you're going to get too much out of this guy right now. Shweta, reading for tomorrow. You have a wish tomorrow. Put that out into the universe. You could be hearing from somebody or running into someone that you haven't seen in quite some time. A new opportunity when it comes to business. Could be spending time with the Sagittarius tomorrow. You may have some excitement that comes in. Maybe an opportunity for something that's a little bit adventurous recreationally. Some good luck comes in tomorrow. Six of Cups. You could hear from somebody from your past tomorrow. Six of Cups. Love, is he sincere and honest towards me, or is it just a game? Is he sincere and honest? I think he's pretty much sincere and honest. 70% chance yes. Most people are not 100% sincere. I'll take 70. Maria, do I have the virus? No, I don't think that you have it, but I would go get a test just in case. I don't think you have it, though. Kira, is it over for good? I think you have to decide that. I don't think it's over for good, no. No, you're going to have to make that decision. I know, it sounds so shitty, right? Because, like, when I've been told that before, I always imagined it to be different. You know, like, I always imagined, like, with Gary, the Aquarius that I was off and on with for all those years, like I always thought that I guess I had it in my head that like I would meet somebody wonderful and then he would show up wanting to be with me and I would tell him to get lost. I met somebody really wonderful and my life moved on and I wasn't going to deal with his shit anymore. Like that's I guess how I thought it was going to be. And it was my decision, but it was like I made the decision because I just couldn't do it any longer. Like it was just too, it was just, it blows my mind how people can be so deceitful. Like, like, look, people will sometimes lie about stupid shit. Why were you late? I got stuck at a red light. I got out of work late. Whatever, stupid shit. But to continue seeing me after you married somebody else and not tell me the truth, and then, I mean, never fess up to it, even till this day, he's never told me. It blows my mind that somebody could be that deceitful. So I think that like when I say that to people, like it's going to be your choice. I think that it's your decision inevitably if you want to continue with that relationship or if you want to end it because you feel like it's just, I don't want to do this anymore. I didn't even know that he married her when and I imagine I would have been so devastated. I would have been destroyed. It's a good thing I didn't find out until later. But what, like, it amazes me that people can be that deceitful. Like lying about cheating on your diet or lying about how many beers you had last night or calling in sick for work and going to the beach. Ugh, that's that's not that big of a deal. But some of these other things, I'm like, I can't imagine that people can act like that and it's just, they don't care. I don't get it. I don't get it. Anyway, it's going to be your decision the way this ends for good, if it ends for good. Brianna, reading for the weekend. This weekend is okay. You got good luck coming in. You got some enhanced intuition. But it looks like a lot of plans may go topsy-turvy because of Mercury. Like a lot of things, I don't know, plans may be just messed up. Things do change for the better at some point, but there's like miscommunications coming in. There's plans that don't get off the ground this weekend. I don't know. Best thing I can say is stay flexible for the weekend so that you don't get disappointed. Jay Allen, why are the ups jobs openings slim pickings right now? You know what? That's got to change soon, especially with the holidays coming and with people not wanting to go out in public to shop. It's going to change. You got transformation coming in. I would give it a little bit of time because I think that whole venue is going to open up for UPS. I mean, here we are. It's not even October. It's not even Halloween yet, but pretty soon, a lot of stores are starting with like Black Friday sales the beginning of November because they want to keep the crowds low and a lot of people aren't going to deal with that at all. They're just going to order, and I think that UPS is going to get swamped. Brianna, general for the Libra and I. I don't know where you are in your relationship with this person, but it seems very slow and stagnant right now. The Knight of Cups is in reverse, which can indicate that he may have lost some interest or he may be busy putting his energy somewhere else. It also looks like the Knight of Pentacles is here, so that's slow to change. I would keep your options open. It doesn't look like you're getting all that much out of him. For at least for the next couple of weeks or so. Lara, advice from spirit guides. The Ten of Water, a contented and rewarding family life. Your emotional and material needs are met. Trustworthy relationships. Page of Water, intuitive, sensitive, artistic, and friendly. A new person enters your life. A relationship begins a new phase. Heightened psychic abilities. Queen of Fire, confident, warm, intelligent, graceful. Stretch your wings and fly. Don't underestimate yourself. Assert your independence and creativity. Love reading for the next week. You could be starting a new journey, possibly with a new interest that may be in Aquarius. That could come in next week. Kira, what shows up around Leroy and I? What shows up around Leroy and I? It looks like you got a lot of up and down. It looks like at some point relatively soon he reaches out to you out of the blue. He might want to see you. It also looks like at some point you guys could have another tower moment. The tower is here, but then after that you will have the opportunity to rebuild again. There's also a little bit of adventure coming in, possibly a trip to water, by water, or around water. But it looks very up and down. Kayla, what does Jen truly think about me? She's got sharp energy. I'd be careful with her. Lovers is in reverse. I would be careful with her because I think that, well, she could be a little jealous of you. There's some anxiety. You might be intimidating to her for some reason. She may be a little jealous, and that brings up an ugly side to her. I don't know who she is, but it looks like there's a little sharp energy. Or you may feel like she's disappointing. Maybe you didn't think that she was like that. If she's just a random friend or if she's a new friend, I would be careful only because I think that she could be the kind of person that jealousy gets the best of her. Yeah, I don't know. There's something about you that she feels like she can't compare to. I don't know. You know what? It's like that's always in, it comes back to me. So it's in her head. It might not be true, but in her head, she feels like she can't live up to what you are, and that makes her feel a little bit anxious. So I would just be careful with her. Maria, how does S think I feel about him? I think he thinks that you really care for him. Love cup is full. Thinks that you think he's kind, nurturing, caring. I think he thinks that you're into him. Yeah. Kira, what's going on in Leroy's life? Is he dating? Is he dating? He's not dating, but he is trying to, well, he's maybe going through a personal transformation. He may be taking a good long look at himself. Love, how does B think I feel about him? How does B think I feel about him? He thinks that you really like him. He thinks that you're really into him and that your feelings are strong. J, how will a Capricorn feel when I show back up? She's going to get nervous. First she gets nervous, then she feels successful, and then she feels like she's got good karma coming in. and that things have changed for the better. Kira, Leroy and I for November. What's going on in November? You got room for growth and transformation in the month of November, and you could be starting a new journey together, but it looks like you may be feeling disappointed. You might not be feeling it moving through November with him. We got to see what happens. There's a little of anxiety towards the end of the month, but it's like you second guessing it, not him. New me. How does Tarot think or feel about him? Okay, how does Tarot think or feel about him? He thinks that you think that he is smart, successful, independent, but a little bit immature. Oh, did you wake up there, Mama? In the bounce? Huh? Kira, love for next week. You got a wish next week. Put that out into the universe. Maybe feeling a little bit more stable. You may be prepared. You got all 10 cups full next week. You got some passion coming in. You got success coming in around love. You've got a Cancer, a Capricorn, and Aries coming in next week. You could have some new options. New me. If I give Mike a chance, how will our relationship be? If I give Mike a chance, how will our relationship be? It would be passionate. It would move forward pretty quickly. And there would be happiness around the situation. But at some point, he's got a demon. So whatever his demon is, I don't know what it is. But that could have a bad effect on the relationship. Could be something that you guys work through, though. It doesn't have to be a deal breaker. You know, like sometimes, you know, he may be addicted to, I don't know, shopping. But if once you guys get together, he may get over that, you know? It doesn't have to be a deal breaker, but there is something that's going to come up around you guys that would, and it would be him, not you, with the demon. So, does Patty have good intentions for Rico? Okay, let's see. Patty have good intentions for Rico. She's not 100%. So she's got Ace of Cups, which would be 33% chance, yes. The Six of Swords is here. And the Temperance card. So it could be a couple of things. It could be, yes, her intentions are fine. Her life is moving forward. He might need to have some patience with her. The other thing it could be, I don't know where they are. Like, let's say this is a new relationship and they've never been together before. That's what I would say. She's moving on to greener pastures. He needs to have a little bit of patience. If they've been together before, I would see this. Her intentions are 33% good. She wants to be in a peaceful relationship. She doesn't want arguments. She's looking for and she will move on if she doesn't get what she wants from him. So the Six of Swords is the kind of the caveat here. It depends on where they are in their relationship. Two people that they've never been together before, I would say her intentions are good. Yeah. Zara, you can close them. Thanks. Because I got to get ready to go to work. And I straighten up the house a little bit. It seems like no matter how hard I try, I just can't keep things like... I mean, it's always something that needs to be cleaned. New me. If I gave Quincy a chance, how would the relationship be? You know, okay, around this relationship, the sun is in reverse, which means there's a delay around happiness. But he would be a very hard worker. He would bring in good money. The relationship would move forward pretty quickly. Maybe a little bit lacking in the passion department. Lara, what would everyone think of the relationship? All right, I don't know what that question means. Think of what relationship and who everyone is. But here, this is the thing. Who cares what other people think? Other people are not living your life, and you can't worry about what other people think about your relationship. But I don't really know what you mean. What would everyone think of the relationship? I don't know what the relationship is, and I don't know who everyone is. Aside from that, it's hard to read for everyone because everybody feels differently. Some people, you know, it's like asking a room full of people, what's your favorite color? Some people like blue, but some people don't. So not everyone's going to feel the same way. But my suggestion would be, don't live your life based on what other people think, because they're not living your life. They don't have to be in the relationship. It's not their concern. But if you want to reword that question, send it with purple hearts. New me, general for the weekend. You may be taking a trip to water, by water, or around water, or if that's not possible, you may be moving on to greener pastures. You may be making a clear decision to push your life forward this weekend. Life changes for the better quickly after you make that decision. Could be spending time with a Libra. You're also going to have some choices coming in this weekend. Empress, love, money, abundance, fertility comes in this weekend. Be careful if you don't want children. Demina, love reading. You've got a soulmate relationship coming in. If you're not with anyone right now, look out for a Pisces or an earth sign, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. No longer feeling burdened or weighed down by the idea of love, but feeling stable. You've got a soulmate connection coming in if you're not with anyone right now, and you can manifest the type of person you want. World is at your feet. Got a lot of power right now. Use it. Focus on what you want. Kira, why didn't Leroy want me to come in the last that I've seen him? Why didn't he want me to come in the last I've seen him? I don't think that he was prepared. I'm waiting for my ship to come in. I'm not ready. And this is backing away from the situation slowly. Like he just felt like, intuitively, he felt like it wasn't a good idea. It has nothing to do with anything. I mean, Eight of Cups in reverse is like, I don't have a reason. I'm going with my intuition. When it's upright, it's like I'm making a decision to cut this out of my life and I'm walking away from it. But in reverse, it's like, I don't know why, but I feel like it wouldn't be a good idea. So that's what his thing is here. Lara, the school. I still don't get it. What would everybody think about your relationship at school or in the school? What would everyone think of the relationship, the school? Oh, bye, Jay. People thinking at school. What would people thinking at school think about your relationship? I would seriously tell you not to live your life worrying about what people at school think about you or any of your relationships. because I can't answer for people, okay? Because there's too many people. There are some people that like there's like I say all the time. I have a friend of mine who she just enjoys sex. She doesn't care who it's with. It's just how she is. Her and I are very different. I don't want someone to hug me, okay? I don't get into my energy unless I say it's okay. Her and I are very different. So if you were to say to me I'm having a relationship with two different people, my one friend would think that that was wonderful. I don't judge people, so I don't care. But somebody else that's similar to me may think that that was not right. I can't tell you what people are going to think of your relationship. What I can tell you is that you can't live your life being worried about what other people think, because you're not going to be able to please everyone. And who cares about their opinions? They're not living your life. If you worry about what other people think, you're never going to be happy. You're never going to be happy. Because it's impossible. It's impossible. The only person that you have to make happy is yourself, nobody else. And um, yeah, I would really think more about why it is that you care about what other people think. But why do you care what other people think of your relationship? That's your life, not theirs. Like, what do you think about them? Half the people that want to throw stones at others have been in worse situations or crazier situations. So I really would not don't let anybody else make the decision for you. You make the decision. If this person is bad for you and you know it, then that's your choice not to be with them. But if they've not done anything and you really enjoy their company, don't let random people at school make a decision for you. Who cares what they think? What I can tell you is that most people don't care as much as you think. That I can tell you that, and I can tell you that another thing is that things are usually a big deal for 5 minutes and then it fades away. Then nobody cares anymore. Nobody thinks about it anymore. All right, I'm looking for the moderators. In the meantime, I'll go back up to the top. Nina B, general for November. You may be feeling undecided in November. You may have a new love interest that comes in. You may not know what to think about this person or exactly how you feel, but I think if you give it a chance, it moves forward slow and steady. Maybe with an air sign, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini, and it looks like it's a new person that you meet. Mel, general for tomorrow. General for tomorrow. I got the sun happening after a tower moment. So this is not a big crisis, but something maybe doesn't go right, and then all of a sudden it gets corrected when the sun comes out. You may be deciding to walk away from something, and then you got some kind of a creative project that could come in, or that could be spending time with a Pisces or talking to a Pisces. It also could be somebody young. It could be like yeah, it could be a young water sign, possibly a Pisces. You have a wish tomorrow. Put it out into the universe. Listen to your intuition. You're not going to hold yourself back. Tomorrow overall should be a pretty decent day. Sarah, what's coming in my life from now until the end of the year? Your love life is going to move forward. You got another love interest that could be coming in. You may feel undecided about them. They could be a fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. Feeling a little bit more balanced, and you may be in a better place financially by the end of the year, possibly paying off a bill, a debt, or loan, or something like that. Sepia, why haven't I heard from Ramo? Is he no longer interested? No, he's still interested. He's the hermit right now. He's pulled his energy back because he's the hermit upright is not bad, but the hermit is like, I got to take time for myself. I got to figure out what it is I want, how I'm going to move forward, not just with you, but just in life in general. He's recently gone through a breakup. He's recently, if that's him, and he's recently gone through a breakup, he's just not ready to dive in head first and for things to move forward so quickly. He feels unprepared. He might need a little bit more time. He feels weak right now. The next time that you hear from him, he could tell you that kind of stuff because you got the wish card. So, I mean, you know, if he could just say it, then you would know. And that's what may happen. He may say to you, you know, this is what happened. This is where I am. I'm not sure how I'm feeling. I can't dive into something head first right now. I need a little bit of time. You know, if somebody could just say that, it would just make life so much easier for everyone. It's unfortunate that as humans, we have a hard time communicating our feelings. Anyhow, I think that you may have a conversation with him about something like that, though, relatively soon. I have one more super chat. All right. Oh, Shanmoto. Does SB miss me? I get a 33% chance, yes. This person right now is very tied up in other things and not really paying much attention to what's going on with anyone but themselves. Anyhow, that's not going to last forever, though. Whatever it is. Stephanie, did I take the text out? Wait a second here. Hang on. How did T take the text of me telling him I know he told Lonnie about the miscarriage? He felt stuck, and he felt unjustly accused, and he felt hurt. Did I get them all? Oh, what was the second question? Hang on. Shit, where the hell did it go? There it is. And when should I expect to hear from him? Okay. When should I expect to hear from him? Relatively soon. I would say that you could hear from him within the next week, and you should see him, I'm going to say between the next 7 and 10 days. It should be relatively soon. All right, I'm going to go. Hopefully I'll be on tonight. I'm going out tonight after work for a little bit, but hopefully I will be on again tonight. So I'll see you guys tonight. It probably is going to be late, though. If I come back on, it probably won't be until like later on tonight. So if I see you later, I see you later. Most likely I'll be on. Otherwise, I'll be on tomorrow. Thanks, guys. Have a good afternoon. Bye-bye.